What's going on, everybody? We are back on Rebel Racing Network for the Bubba's Ball Tire Outlet Arca Series. And tonight, we're at Chicagoland for the Cofield Backwoods Internet Services 150. I don't know, beautiful logo. As we are celebrating Jonathan Cofield's terrible internet that he has. Oh, man. This cracks me up. But Chicagoland's where we're at tonight. Love this track. It's one of my favorites. This is one of my favorite cars. And, man, we're going to have a blast tonight. We got a big old field, dang near 30 cars. And it is going to be a wild one. As these cars, very, very fun to race around this track. This track's really loose. It can get a little sketchy. But it's got a lot of speed, a lot of grip. Tell you what, let's go ahead and real quick before qualifying gets started, let's go look at a track guide for this thing. Here we are at Chicagoland Speedway in the Arca Menard Series, and let's take a lap around this track. Very abrasive, fast track. As you see, these cars are going to be almost wide open, especially on old tires. But like I said, abrasive, and they will wear the tires out. So you see, drive down to the corner as hard as you possibly can, off throttle, get that thing to rotate back on the gas, come off the exit a little bit low. Don't go all the way to the wall. You'll see that straightaway is a little curved, so you don't want to go all the way out there. And then same as you go into turn 3, drive it in there, give it a little brake, set the car, and as soon as you can, get on the gas full throttle off the corner, and then take a little shortcut down on the apron. Look how much apron there is. That's a lot of time. And that is a lap around Chicagoland Speedway in the Arca Series. Well, all right. There you have it. That's what it's going to take to get around this speedway. It is going to be a blasty blast. Let's check in on some folks who are qualifying right now. Looks like we got Jonathan Cofield, the race's namesake, out on track. So let's see what he's able to do in qualifying, and maybe see if he can get out front and start on the front row and maybe win his race. That'd probably be a good thing to do. Get out there and win the race that's got your face on it. Starting the race, starting his qualifying up top, trying to get the run off the corner as he's going to dive down to the grass, cut the corner, gain as much time as he's going to barrel it down into. Oh, he's going to run the top side for both first laps. Get that extra little bit of heat in the tires. So put all of his eggs in the basket in that second lap. Sometimes that's what you got to do if you're going to get out front. You got to take every advantage you can. He is right up against that wall. Got both tires above that seam. First lap, not gonna. Obviously not. Oh, he's running both laps up there. Well, it's funny enough. I did a track guide, and dadgummit if the qualifying laps aren't up at the top side, so. Shows what I know is Jonathan Cofield gets into the wall, though. It's going to negate his time. Definitely hate to see that. So I don't know if maybe they have 3 laps. Maybe that's what it is. No, they'll have 2. So Cofield, last lap, not going to go into. Going to plow the goal on Rick Rube. He's down at the bottom. Go check in with Daniel Pope if he's running time. We'll show the standings, get that up on the screen so you can see. Travis Bieber goes up to the top of the board. Andy Kurtz right behind him. Daniel Pope hooking that left front tire down on the apron, and he jumps up to 5th position. So interesting. I'm glad we watched qualifying, because I'm going to tell you that that outside line looks pretty strong. I'm excited to see how that race that's going to play out in the race. So that'll be a lot of fun. Got about a couple minutes left in qualifying. Cameron Hamilton out on track. He's going to cross the line. Let's see where Cameron Hamilton ends up. 8th. As pretty much everybody's about got their qualifying times done. Let's go ahead and take a look at the track if we can. And let's see. Racing at Chicagoland Speedway, Joliet, Illinois. Opened in 2001, one of the newer tracks on the surface. Seating capacity of 47,000. And, of course, it's a 1.5 miler. I don't know. There's something odd about this track that just makes it so much fun. It is just a unique 1.5 miler, not the quad oval like you normally see with Atlanta or Old Texas or Charlotte. These tracks are just a lot of fun. This one in particular, probably one of my favorites. If you can get a car that has a lot of horsepower, you can have a lot of fun. Let's go see what we got as far as webcams tonight. Who is on camera? Dog. We got Brandon Wallace. We got Josh Oswald, Tyler Rice, Chuck Phelps, and Matt Clemon. If you watch the broadcast, give the camera a little wave. All right, good. None of them are watching the broadcast, so that's good. But all right, those guys, they look like they're ready to go. Tyler Rice is chilling, just hanging out. As qualifying just about finished, and we're ready to get into the Jeff Bye Junior Art starting lineup. Let's go ahead and get into it. Your Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner is going to go to Jim Caudill Jr., who starts on the front row with a pole time of 30.944. So congratulations to him. Let's get into it. Travis Bieber starts outside the front row. Andy Kurtz, teammate, starting third. Jonathan Cofield still comes away in fourth, running a top line. It's going to be keeping my eye on that one. Kieran Church starting in fifth. Daniel Pope in sixth. Matt Clement in seventh. Eighth is Michael Kostick. Ninth, Brett Bieber. 10th, Cameron Hamilton. 11th, Rick Rube. 12th, Steve McDonald. 13th is Michael Nash. 14th, Eric Tracy. 15th, Brandon Wallace. 16th, Josh Oswald. 17th, Cody Bain. 18th, Davy Jones. 19th, Kyle Martinson. 20th, Jason Lottridge. 21st, Philip Monzo. 22nd, Matt Knights. 23rd is Brandon Pollock. 24th, Mickey Isaac. 25th is Tyler Rice. 26th is Christopher Reese. 27th, Chuck Phelps. And Alex Veith bringing up the rear of the field. And 28th. Well, all right, this field is all gridded up. Thanks to Jeff Bye Junior Art for the sponsoring the starting lineup for tonight as we get ready to get this thing under green. Still waiting on some folks to jump in their car. Well, let's talk a little bit about the standings. We don't have a graphic just yet. We'll get it. We'll work on it. But we will talk about it right now. Daniel Pope on the top of the board with 160 points. No wins yet. That's crazy to think about. But currently has a substantial 16-point lead over second place Jonathan Cofield. So without any wins, but still having an average finish of fifth, that does wonders for keeping you up front. Second is Jonathan Cofield, Kieran Church in third, Cameron Hamilton in fourth, and Mickey Isaac is your top five in points. Let's look at the race analysis for tonight. Arca Menard Chevrolet, 100 laps here at Chicagoland. 60% fuel, 3 total sets of tires. So 1 that they got on the car now and 2 in the pits. And then, of course, your 1 faster pair. That I would imagine some folks are going to have to use tonight. I think this is going to be a wild and crazy race. 28 drivers here at a really, really fast oval. Going to be a lot of side-by-side racing. And looking forward to see who comes away with the victory here tonight. Pace car getting ready to pull off of pit road. And Jim Caudill Jr. going to lead us down. Been saying that a lot this season. And green flag is out. 100 laps here at Chicagoland as they come screaming down into turn 1. Travis Beaver way up top. Going to lose a couple spots as they go down the back straightaway. You notice the curved back straightaway makes it an interesting way of exiting turn 2. Look, already almost 3 wide here on lap 1. Kevin Kinder says tonight it's Cody or T. Rice. I like it. Cody Bame or T. Rice. Pretty good picks. I'll take that bet for sure. But I tell you, in the Arca series, there's so many potential winners in this series. It's hard. It's hard for me to pick a winner. It could come from anywhere. Coming to lap 3, Jim Caudill still hanging on to that top spot. Andy Kurtz has taken over second. Travis Beaver going to settle in that 3rd position. You see Travis up there at the top making some speed. We saw Jonathan Cofield do that in qualifying. So it'll be something to pay attention to as the race goes on. You know, the bottom line really strong, but the top side seems to have a lot of speed. You see Travis Beaver really making that work. How will it do on the tires? Will it wear the tires out more than the bottom? We'll find out as we get a few more laps on these tires. We'll see how big a deal that if that affects. Some tracks, the top side will be the one that transitions to the faster line as the runs go on. And man, I tell you what, Travis Beaver looking strong as he's going to go down to the inside of Jim Caudill for the lead. So Travis not wasting any time. 2nd place finish in the Grand National Series tonight. And here he comes to the Arca Series. Gets a sort of a bad run off of 4, though. Caudill with a nice run. He's going to gets right to his back bumper. Jim going to drive down into the bottom of turn 1. Let's see if Travis can keep that thing wound up on the outside. These guys wasting no time racing. You know, if I'm sitting there watching, I've got to notice what Travis Beaver did, getting that run off the corner. Woo! I thought he was going to come across the nose of that 15 machine. Here comes Andy Kurtz with a big run. As BK Racing, man, they have come to race tonight. They are not messing around. As Andy Kurtz going to get to the outside of the 15 machine. Not quite able to clear him just yet. We'll see if he's got the momentum off of turn 4. You'll see Jonathan Cofield back there trying to hold off Daniel Pope, who has already made up a spot or 2. Man, I love this series. I love the competition. I love how competitive it is. I mean, I can literally pick any driver out of the top 10 and say they are a winner or have been a previous winner already. Not just in the Arca series, but across the board. I mean, Travis Beaver is a winner. Andy Kurtz, obviously a winner. Jim Caudill, a very, very good driver. Not sure if he's won one in... Oh, yeah, I think he has. I think he has won one. I broadcast 4 different series, so I have a hard time keeping track of everything. Yeah, Jim Caudill, he won at the plate track. I remember that now. So he's a winner. Daniel Pope's a winner. Kieran Church a winner. Cameron Hamilton, I'd be surprised if he's not quickly going to get his. Mike Costa, I mean, good grief. Just ridiculous, this field. And you go all the way to the end of the field at the back. Chuck Phelps running in 28. Guess what? He's a winner. So We got winners all over the place here in this Arca series. Right now, though, Travis Bieber with that high line making some good ground. Starting to pull away just a little bit. Go back here, got Steve McDonald with the 07 to Kyle Martinson and Eric Tracy all over him. Kyle Martinson's going to get a run here. Let's see if Steve's going to slide in front of him. He does. And Kyle's going to get sort of a run. Let's see if he can sneak up there to that outside. Steve McDonald gives it to him. Kyle's going to drive it deep into the corner. Going to have the run through the middle. That top side looking really, really strong right now. So I would imagine I'm going to see a lot of folks sort of jump up there and try to make some hay with it. Speaking of, winner already tonight, Brett Bieber, who won at Legacy, Texas in the Grand National in the Xfinity car. He's finding that top side to be to his liking. He is really up there too. Man, I love this update. Whenever they came out with the update that allowed top side to work, that has really changed the races and how dynamic they are, how you can move around, find some speed all over the place, not be stuck in just one particular line. And man, look at Brett Bieber got a big run here on Eric Tracy. Tracy gonna have to give way, and so here goes Brett Bieber back into the top 10. Right in front of him, Kyle Martinson in that 07. He has moved up 10 spots from where he started. You know, if Kyle could qualify a little bit better, he's always seemingly towards the back in qualifying. Maybe by choice sometimes, not qualifying. And in this race, he definitely did. Just started around 20th. Has no problems driving through the field, though. Very, very fast race pace. If you got to figure out the qualifying and start up front, I mean, that 07 is going to be dangerous. Look at Brett Bieber all the way at the wall. He's trying to make the cushion work. The cushion actually works here in our race. Let's go up front. Got a battle for the lead. Jim Caudill coming back, saving a little bit of tire. That bottom line may be the better choice on the long run. We'll find out in just a second. Is Caudill making that bottom side work as he's trying to retake the lead. Not quite able to do it. Is Andy able to hold off with that big run off the top side, but you'll see Caudill drive down to the bottom. Just slowly working on the back bumper of that 5 machine. BK out to a very, very strong start, but now they look like they're starting to fall off a little bit. That's the danger of that high line. It just really eats the tires up a little bit more than the bottom normally does. And it looks like that's no different than tonight. I didn't even say a sentence there. I just made that up. Didn't even make any sense. Another driver using that. Oh, caution is out. Oh, Matt Knight's around on the back straightaway. Brett Bieber, like he might have been involved. Yeah, there's some damage to that 808. We were talking about him really using that upside high line of the track, and something happened. Let's go back and see what happened to Brett Bieber. Oh, wow. We kind of already missed it a little bit. We'll see if we can go back, see what happened. Brett going down to the inside, going to do a slide job here all in front of the 07. Yeah, just a little bit too aggressive on that slide job. You know, sort of a racing incident, but yeah, didn't quite, you know, just a really aggressive slide job. And you see the 07 tried to avoid it, but it was just too late. And he goes around. Michael Nash going to get an eyeful there. Oh, and then a couple more drivers come flying in at the back. Let's bring Brett Bieber up in here and let's talk about it, see what happened. Brett, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
I gotcha.
Man, sitting on pit road. Looks like you got a little help there. What happened there?
I was running the outside. I thought I was making it work decent. I went to the outside of or was showing the outside to the 07, and he kind of blocked me a couple times, so I went to the bottom. 1 and 2 kind of pushed a little. Seemed like he had a run. He just went for it, and we got wrecked. So we'll try again here.
All right. Well, good luck. Hope you get back into this thing. You were looking pretty fast.
Thank you. Yep.
There you go, Brett. There you go, Brett Bieber. That's his side of the story. I don't have Kyle Martinson in here to talk to him about it. Let's see if they're in here. They're not, so can't pull him up. But that's his side of the story. You hear, Brett? Feeling like he got turned, but looks like a good bit of damage to the 808. Not sure. Maybe he didn't want to take his faster pair or what, but. Going back up front, getting ready to go back green as Alex Veith staying out on old tires in that 51 machine. Electing not to come down pit road. It's not a bad strategy, trying to save a set of tires. It very rarely works, but one of these days it's going to work, and somebody's going to look like a genius. He's going to get Ed up here on this restart. That's for dang sure. Greg Barnett says, "What's up, Eddie? How's your mom and them? Man, they doing good. Doing real good." Alex Veith on old tires, 16 laps older tires. Going to be nervous if you're Jim Caudill, if you're Jonathan Cofield. Just be careful. Alex, a very solid driver, but 16 laps is a lot. So you have to hope that everybody behind you has a little bit of patience as you try to work around that. But a little over 80 laps to go. Veith going to have control. The restart going to get a good jump. That's probably the best thing that could happen. And we'll see the tire differences that go down into turn 1. I think we'll see it almost immediately as that 51 is going to struggle through the middle of the corner. Yeah, you just see the speed differences. Unfortunately, Andy Kurt's going to get picked there. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to go 3 wide. So Alex Veith in a 3 wide situation on those old tires. Look at Andy Kurtz making the highlight reel up top. A little bit nervous on new tires, so obviously didn't get the best run, but he is going to get a little bit of a momentum down the front stretch. He's going to be there. See if he can make it happen. Going to drive down sort of on the door of the 15, kind of. Trying to make sure that he gets a spotter call, and he'll get the run down the straightaway. Andy Kurtz knowing how important it is to be out front, have that clean air. It's worth fighting for. You know, maybe second or third place it's not worth, but the lead definitely worth fighting for. It looks like it's going to be hard to complete some passes just depending on what line you choose to run. Alex Veith, poor Alex, still in a 3 wide situation. He's got guys all over him. He's doing a good job though. I'm actually surprised. I thought the tires he'd be gone, but he's hanging out. Guys are definitely not being very patient with him. They know he's on old tires. That sort of these guys sort of smell blood whenever they hear old tires. And they'll call your number out. Sim racers, they're not shy. They'll say 51 on old tires, and they're not going to give you a break at all. You see Cameron Hamilton all over the back bumper of that 51 machine. Alex just trying to hang on right now. He's got cars all around him. He can't catch a break. Oh, my God. I'm missing a pass to the lead sitting there watching Alex. Kyle Well, it's because I'm an idiot. I mean, it's just that's all there is to it. No wonder Alex was doing such a good job up front. Kyle Martinson has 4 fresh tires. And the next person on 4 fresh tires, Eric Tracy. Everybody else just went in and took gas. So I'm just a dum-dum who is not really paying attention. I got too many dang screens up. That's what's going on. I got about 5, 6 different windows up that I cycle through and should have been watching. But, yeah, Kyle Martinson takes the lead with 4 tires. He was elected to come down pit road and take those. Next person in line for that is Eric Tracy. And he's kind of stuck right now. He's going to have to find some space to get around these two and get going. You want to take every advantage of those new tires that you can. But right now, your new tires, Kyle Martinson, who's in the lead, Eric Tracy, who we're watching here in 4th place, trying to get around these two. Then you have Rick Rube in that 81 machine. He's on new tires. Cody Bame, he's on new tires. So, quite a few takers there. Kyle Martinson, though, out to a 1.7 lead over the field. I like this strategy. I like coming down, taking tires, because you never know when things could go green. And, you know, being out in the lead is pretty nice. But he's only got one more set of tires, so I don't know. Just he's gonna have to get lucky. He's putting himself in a hole if we get a bunch of cautions. So we'll see how that all works out. But still, just a cluster here. Michael Kossik's in the middle. Cody Bame, Cameron Hamilton. Cody with those 4 fresh tires coming around the top side with ease. Man, there's some good racing going on here. This track is just amazing. What a car, what a track. Just a lot of fun as this battle continues to rage up here as the new tires starting to filter through here. Eric Tracy, Rick Rube, all new tires. Cody Bame in that 78 Velocity Pennzoil Chevy also. All new tires and making headway, so you're seeing the difference in tires. Chris Reese right behind him. So apparently 15 laps is just a massive difference in tires. These guys have had no issues slicing and dicing up through here. Some drivers before the race. Looks like the pit window is between 30 and 33 laps. So go up front. Kyle Martinson lost a lot of time last lap. I don't know what happened. We see Brett Bieber right in front of him. Kyle Martinson had a pretty nice lead and then was almost a second slower the last lap. So I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if we missed something, but it's possible. Now only a half second. So right now, all of your 4 tires cycled up to the front. Kyle Martinson, Eric Tracy, Rick Rube, Christopher Reese, and Cody Bame all making huge gains there. Go back and check this battle. Brandon Wallace. There's Alex V going down on the apron. I don't know if he's decided he's coming down pit road, but goes down to the apron, gives up that spot. Now Matt Clem and Brandon Wallace side by side with Jason Lottridge right behind. This is a battle for 19th and 20th. See Alex V on pit road getting 4 tires and fuel after staying out on that last caution. Obviously needed to come down. He's in the pit window now. Needed to come down for fuel, so it just didn't work out for him. Hoping for a caution, didn't get it. So that'll put him behind the 8 ball, as he will be at least 1 lap down, maybe more. Chris Reese was able to get around Cody Bain, so Cody fighting back though on the outside. They get a run down the front straightaway here. Gonna drive deep into the corner, pushes all the way up almost to the wall, but able to take that spot back. Jim Caudill doing a great job. He is about a second ahead of Travis Beaver. Brandon Pollock on 2 tires. Now 2 tires I don't know about. Brandon Pollock in the 001 Pennzoil car. Yeah, 2 tires, you're just throwing away 2 left side tires for I'm not really sure why you wouldn't just go ahead and take 4, but he elected to take 2. But still made up a lot of spots. He's up to 7th. Starting to run down Jim Caudill just a little bit. Michael Kostick, Andy Kurtz, Cameron Hamilton. Battle for 10th place here. Michael Kostick has it. These guys are fighting hard here. Not even halfway. I just love the way this track looks with cars all over the place. You got guys way up high, down low, in the middle. That makes me happy. I've been on iRacing for a long time, since about 2008, and for probably 10 years plus, never had a working high line. Only if the high line was considered the single dominant line would it actually be any good, and the bottom would just be useless. So just really cool to be around in this era where you can do this right here, just have guys running all over the track. It's a lot of fun, man. iRacing's done a great job of getting that going. So trying to find a little battle here. We got a battle between Michael Nash and Tyler Rice. Tyler Rice on 4 tires. He came in under that last caution, took his 2nd set of tires, so he's down to 1, but he is picking his way through the field. Not exactly trying to burn all of his tires off like some of those guys, but he is methodically making his way through it. Going down to the inside of the 22 machine. I like the way that 22 car looks. And I don't know who's doing all the velocity paints. I don't know if it's Josh Oswald or somebody else. I don't want to give the wrong person credit, but man, whoever does those velocity schemes, they're always slick. Tyler takes over 13th. Going to set his sights on Andy Kurtz. Up front, though, got a battle starting to brew. Eric Tracy has gotten pretty close, starting to run down Kyle Martinson a little bit. Last time by, Tracy just a little bit faster, about a tenth a lap so far. So he is making hay on Kyle. Kyle's starting to fall off just a little bit, as Kyle got out to a pretty early lead. Going board with Eric Tracy. Searching around trying to find some grip, but that bottom looking really good for Eric. You've seen Kyle sort of run that top side as, didn't really know where they were going, as that's the number 40 of Philip Monzo. Kyle's been really driving in from the top side, trying to drive down to the bottom of the track, but he's not able to get down to the bottom right now. Where Eric Tracy looks like he is getting woed up, and you see him get right back on the gas. Very smooth line through the middle of that corner. Got a nice run here as that draft starts to pick up just a little bit. He's able to get on the gas a little bit sooner. Looking down to the inside, he's got a nose on the inside, not quite able to get on the gas because he's not able to use the track off the corner. That's the only problem with that bottom line, is you're not able to come up off the corner and kind of push up towards the wall a little bit. The car just naturally wants to do that. If you try to keep it from doing it, it just scrubs any speed that you've gained. You see the 07 really leaning on the side of that 67, making him really work for it. Eric doing a good job, though. Almost making a little bit of contact. Eric's almost got the pass completed, but not quite able to do it. Kyle fighting really, really hard on the outside. As we've got pit stops starting to happen. We'll keep an eye on this battle for the lead until it's settled. And we'll talk about who's pitting. Andy Kurz, Brandon Pollock, Matt Knights, and Philip Monzo all coming down pit road. Now they are on their second set of tires. Of course, what they would really like for it to go green from here on out. If it goes green, those folks who saved that set of tires, Eric's going to push up just a little bit right here. As Kyle really making it tough on him. These guys are racing hard. I love it. I cannot tell you how much I love this. I hate to see folks sometimes, especially for the lead, just kind of roll over and let somebody have it. Let's race for it. And Eric Tracy coming down pit road. He decides to give up that battle. Oh, Jim Caudill sideways, him and Chris Reese. The Tokyo Drift coming down on the pit road is everybody coming down pit road. This must be the time to come down to make it on one more stop, as you can see a ton of drivers coming down pit road. Good grief. Jonah and Chad asking if Cody Bain driving a Cavalier, and he definitely is. As he is coming down pit road to make his stop. Mickey Isaac. Oh, man, barely made it in, if he did at all. He was really pushing it there. So pit road wide open here on lap 50. We'll see who got on and off pit road the best, who's going to cycle out to the lead once it's all said and done. Jonathan Cofield, oh my gosh. Able to get down to speed limit, I think. He really had to take some liberties there on entry to try to keep that average from being too high. But he gives up the lead, comes down pit road. As here comes Kieran Church. Look, he pitted from the backstretch. I don't know. So Eric Tracy, because he pitted that one lap early, able to cycle around to the lead. And Kyle Martinson, not really sure. He must have had a problem because he's all the way back in ninth. So, yeah, Eric Tracy, his total pit lap time was 39 seconds, where Kyle Martinson was 45 seconds. So he lost some 6 seconds on pit road, and it shows. He's 5.7 seconds back from the lead. Math. On lap 52, just over halfway, Eric Tracy with a 1.6 second lead over Jim Caudill, who is, boy, he's headhunting. He's on his way. Definitely see, thanks to the hardest to read lap time comparison, 1.1 seconds faster. Here comes Jim Caudill taking over the lead. Those guys pitted around the same time, so I guess Eric Tracy just not the same pace, just had those 4 tires. Either that or he came down. Oh, yeah. I got again. Eric Tracy did not take tires on that pit stop. You would think I would have learned from last time, but I didn't. He comes down, saves that set of tires. He used one earlier, and then comes down on this green flag pit stop and elects not to take tires. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I'll be interested to see. I'm sure I can be wrong. But I would rather take my set under yellow than not take a set under green. Here comes Chris Reese to the inside of Eric. And Chris took 4 tires yet again, so I believe that's it for Chris Reese, as he should be done with tires on his 3rd set already. But that's helped catapult him up 24 spots from where he started. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. The tire strategy is definitely all over the place. I just don't know who's doing what. And we still got to make one more pit stop. So these guys that have taken their last set, like Chris Reese, and I believe Kyle Martinson as well, they're going to have to pit for no tires next time. Checking in, Jonathan Cofield trying to go 3 wide on Monzo and Eric Tracy. Able to cleanly get through that without much issue. Cameron Hamilton going to follow him. Follow him through. The 40 car is a lap down. Eric Tracy on those older tires. No match for these 4 new ones. Looks to the inside of Travis Bieber. Cofield, the fastest car on the track last lap, so he is scooting. Battle for second. Kyle Martinson going around Chris Reese. Kyle was able to get a ton of track position with the tire strategy. I'm interested to see where he ends up once this thing's all said and done. 40 laps to go. They still have to make one more pit stop. Nobody can make it on fuel. Mickey Isaac, Alex Veith battling out for 21st. Mickey with a nice run here, going to go to the inside. All the way down to the apron. Take over that spot. Mickey started in 24th, going to go up to the wall. Alex trying to fight back just a little bit. Both these drivers moved up a few spots from where they started. Mickey started 24th. He's now 21st. Alex V started 28th, running in 22nd. So these guys able to improve their position. So far, only the one caution from the wreck between Brett Bieber and Kyle Martinson. So far, so good. No cautions. It's going to battle the Pennzoil cars here. Chevy Impala versus a Chevy Cavalier. Oh, that's a Pollock's actually driving a Monte Carlo, so I got all kinds of Chevy makes. Josh Oswald on 4 tires. He's coming through like a wrecking ball. That STP car is like, get out of my way, pencil. As we go back up towards the front, Chris Reese is falling back to 4th now as Jonathan Cofield able to get around him, but now Cofield setting the sights on the number 07 of Kyle Martinson. Jim Caudill about 5.5 seconds ahead of this group right here, so he has really set sail after those pit stops. Watch Cofield take that spot. So Cofield up to 2nd place. Jim's starting to catch up to the tail end of the field, so we have some lap traffic to deal with. Just a few cars, but that can be tough sometimes, as these guys have no desire to go a lap down. They're going to fight hard for every fight hard to stay on the lead lap. Looks like Jim able to get by Chuck without much issue and continues to stretch his lead out. Last lap, Jonathan Cofield a little bit faster, but not much faster. Just about 5/1000ths of a second, so not really making up much time. We'll see as they cross the line. We'll see the last time on the screen there. 32.49 as he was passing Chuck. And Cofield a 32.43. So, again, just a tad bit faster, but not nearly enough to make up the 5.3 seconds that Caudill has on second place. Was a battle of the ages if I've ever seen one. Brandon Wallace, Steve McDonald. Steve started 12th, running 12th. Brandon Wallace actually is made up about 4 spots from where he started. He started 15th. This race feels really quiet, man. I don't know. I get nervous. I feel like there's something that's about to happen. Of course, pit stops are going to happen soon. And we're going to see where everybody kind of cycles around. I feel like Jim Caudill on that pit strategy is, for the strategy to work out like it has, he's still got the one set of tires left. So far, Jim Caudill looking like he is the man to beat as he's on the right strategy. Steve able to get to the back bumper of the 99, just not quite able to get much further. You actually zoom in and look. There's a middle finger there for Cossack and McDonald, so he may be a little distracted by just the blatant disrespect that's coming out of that 99 machine. Eric Tracy coming down pit road along with Chris Reese. It looks like Chris Reese may have gotten a speeding penalty as he is continually sitting on pit road, or he's just distracted by his crew members there. One of the two. Eric Tracy comes out. First driver in the top 10 to come down pit road is Andy Kurtz. Gives up the top 10 position to come down, get 4 tires, and this will be the final stop of the race for him. 25 laps to go. And that should open up pit road for about everybody else. You don't want to get caught getting run down by these new tires. Got word from Chris Reese, who's who's texting and driving, saying he missed pit road, so that's what happened to him. Andy Kurtz blends back in, running about 18th. See where he finishes up. Nobody from nobody else in the top 10 has committed to coming down pit road just yet. So as soon as I say that, here comes Daniel Pope. Brings that 16 machine in. An actual Impala. Got a bunch of wannabes out here. Jim Caudill still out on the track. I can't say I don't blame him. Until Jonathan Cofield or Kyle Martinson pits, there's really no point, as Cameron Hamilton in 4th is some 8 seconds back. That gives him at least a buffer of a lap or two to kind of wait around, see what everybody else does. That way, if a caution comes out, he doesn't get trapped behind some folks. So I don't really have anything against what Caudill's doing with a lead that big. that's the right play. There's so many things that happen. People can spin coming on pit road, miss pit road, spin back out on the track. I've seen it all here in Rebels during green flag pit stops. So, but it's starting to really pick up. Cofield comes down pit road, gives up second place. Cameron Hamilton coming in as well as Michael Kostick. So, with about 22 laps to go, it is time. Now, at this point, if I'm called in, I'm not waiting too much longer. I got to go get down pit road pretty quick. Brandon Wallace now gives up third place. And there he comes. Number 15, Gatorade car coming down pit road, going to make his final stop. And oh my goodness, Kyle Martinson is going to miss pit road. He hit the commitment cone, and that is a penalty. You even breathe on that commitment cone, and they'll give you that penalty. So trying to make up some time on pit road is going to cost Kyle Martinson. I don't know what the penalty is for that, but I don't know if he's got to serve it under green or yellow, or the replay just playing tricks on me, because he definitely hit that commitment cone. Go back and watch it real quick. We'll see. Maybe I just saw it wrong. See, man, really, yeah, definitely hits the commitment cone. But Jim Caudill going to cycle out to the lead again, and he's going to have 3.2 second lead over Andy Kurtz running in second. Cofield right behind him. It's going to be a battle for the second place as we are under 20 laps to go. As Cofield going to get to the inside of Kurtz and gets a nice run. Let's see if he's able to clear it. He is. So 58 clears himself into second place. He's got a less than a 3-second gap to catch up to Caudill here. See that gap right behind him. Jonathan Cofield is definitely moving right now. Yeah, last time by, Caudill ran a 32 flat. Jonathan Cofield ran a 31.26. So I don't know what the heck's going on. Cofield now in a second and a half. Man, Cofield is running him down. I don't know what's going on with Caudill. I have no idea. I'm taking crazy pills, I think. I mean, Caudill is on fresher tires, so I don't know if maybe he's trying to bait Jonathan Cofield into burning his stuff up, which may be possible. just because I don't see any damage. I didn't see any contact with any lap cars or anything, and nothing would tell me that Caudill has a problem. But he has been one of the fastest cars on the track, so for him to be that far off, I don't know what's going on, but starting to equalize here as they were just, Cofield was about 2/10 faster that last lap. We'll see at the line where they are. That time, Caudill a 10th faster than Cofield, so he's starting to pick it up now. Check in on Kyle Martinson on those old tires. I guess he did not get a penalty. I'm surprised. He hit that commitment cone, and normally that is a commitment violation, but definitely didn't seem to tag him. He is starting to fall back just a little bit as he is out of tires. Just took fuel only on that last pit stop, so he's starting to bleed just a little bit. We'll see where he ends up, but pretty good race out of him anyway. A lot of fun to watch. Oh, as he gets in the wall, he is stuck to it as well. Now he's going to fall back even further, so Brandon Wallace, that's for position. So move Brandon up in the top 10. Brandon Wallace having a fantastic run tonight. Got himself a new paint scheme and some good numbers, man. I got to call him out. I got to tell him, give him props for having non-aerial numbers here on this paint scheme. I'm proud of him. I'm impressed. Numbers actually fit the door. That's crazy. You don't see that now. The car looks like a skid mark, but at least the numbers look good. Hey, can't have everything, I don't guess. Let's go check out a battle for third place. Cameron Hamilton all over Andy Kurtz. Andy running right up against the wall, trying to defend that position, but Cameron with a nice run through the middle of that corner. Andy going to have a nice run at the end, but I think Cameron's going to be able to clear him here. See if Cameron does a slide job. He's going to pull right up in front of him, but he is well ahead of the 5, so move Cameron Hamilton up to the 3rd position. And good grief. You couldn't fit a piece of paper between the wall and Andy Kurtz's car that last time. Definitely had to come out of the throttle just a little bit, and that allowed Michael Kostick to move himself up to 4th. We haven't really talked about Michael Kostick that much tonight, but comfortably in the top 5 now. And check in on the lead. Caudill still with a 1.5 second lead. Cofield was able to run him down, but definitely seems like Caudill was saving just a little bit, as now Caudill about a good 3-4 tenths faster the last lap. Having to deal with traffic here. Let's see if he's able to get through this without much issue. Guys all battling for position. Caudill would love for him to get out of the way, and give him plenty of space, which they are doing, but these guys are racing for position. I know I kind of beat that dead horse, but I just like to always mention that we don't expect lap cars to get out of the way. They're racing for their position. They're racing for points and all kinds of stuff. It's the leader's job to make a good pass, and Caudill did exactly that. Gets around both of them without much issue. Actually gained a good bit of time his lead up to 2.1 seconds over Jonathan Cofield. Cofield gave all that he had, but looks like his tires are starting to fade. He's got to be careful now that he doesn't lose much ground to Cameron Hamilton. I think he's got a pretty nice little buffer back to him, so. Four laps to go for Jim Caudill Jr., who's had a fantastic race. Had to deal with some guys. Oh, yellow flag is out. Oh, Monzo goes around. What a surprise. Cannot believe that. As Monzo goes around. And we're going to have a green-white checkered here. And I think everybody's used their tires, so I don't think anybody's got a set still hanging around. But if they do, you got to be feeling like a hero. We'll see if anybody comes down to get 4 tires. Of course, they won't have that much time to use them. But we will find out. Let's go see what happened to Philip Monzo as he's down on the inside of the 17, and the 17 just hooks him. Yeah, looks like the 17 just, see if we can go back and get it one more time. Yeah. A little contact there. Let's see if we can talk to him, see what happened. See where's Monzo. Phil, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, caution comes out. Little contact between you and Josh Oswald. What happened there?
Yeah, I think I just got too high on him.
Got too high on him?
I feel like shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought, are you sure you don't want to say that Josh Oswald wrecked you?
I don't know. I got to go back and look at the replay.
No, we're just messing with you, Phil. All right, well, thanks for talking to me, and
right,
get that car fixed and get back to the end of this thing.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, let's bring Josh Oswald in here. Josh, it's Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, I tried to get Phil to say that you wrecked him, but he took the blame for that one. Just kind of wanted to know what your thoughts were, what happened there.
I was giving Phil the bottom there. He was a lap car. I wasn't going to fight him, and I think he just moved up a tad too early. Yeah. You know, and it just turned himself off my nose.
All right. Well, how's your race going right now? I mean, we got a green-white checkered. You're sitting in 14th place. You know, you wrecked Phil Monzo to bring out the caution. What are you going to do with it?
Oh, I mean, we'll see if we can do a restart on the outside. I mean, Chicagoland's not the greatest track for me, so I'm kind of content where I'm at. But gonna see what I can make of this. See if we can't make some moves on the high side. The high side's been kind of friendly to people, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you got a little extra downforce now that front bumper is pushed in. So good luck. Good luck. Hopefully, we'll see you maybe get up there and win this thing.
I don't know about winning, but maybe top 10. We'll see. We'll send it.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
What's happening, Eddie?
Uh-oh, got Brandon Wallace in chat. I must be in trouble.
No, man. I getting old Oswald up here, I figured I wanted to be part of the action too,
Oh, okay. Well, I was talking about during the race, I wanted to say that, I appreciate, even though your car looks like a skid mark, I appreciate that you have aerial numbers not on the car. The actual numbers that fill the door in a pretty decent font.
Yeah, well, you know my painter. You just talk to him, so.
Well,
sometimes he does stuff like that.
Well, I'm just proud to see you got some actual numbers on there. So, looks like we're getting ready to go green here. pretty soon. How you feeling about that car? You're sitting in 9th place. That's pretty good little run here for you tonight.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Jim's got 1 lap fresher tires than kind of everybody else. I'm 1 lap fresher than a couple in front of me, but I'm starting the inside, so I don't know how that's going to go.
Well, just push the loud pedal and close your eyes and hope for the best. That's what I'd say.
That's what I do every lap, Eddie.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
All right, we'll see, bud.
I don't know where he's supposed to go. I just moved him into the waiting room. And, man, whew, I know Jim Caudill did not want to see that caution. Be interested to hear his thoughts on it, as he had a pretty nice lead, starting to pull back away from Cofield, had really pushed his car to the limit. Caudill should have still the freshest tires, but you got to get a good restart. What's going to happen here is they're getting kind of wound up. So many things could go wrong. He had it in the bag, and now he's got a lot to think about, and he's got a lot of horses behind him. So his thing is he's got to get a good jump, which I know he's really good at. He shouldn't have any issue doing. If he gets a good launch and gets gone, I think it's going to be tough for anybody to really do anything with him. So we'll see how it plays out. Well, here we go. We're going to find out together. Pace car getting ready to pull off. We got our first green-white checkered here. Got to get around to the white flag. Oh, Caudill, actually, interestingly enough, did not get a good start. I don't know if he was counting down people there, but we got Andy Kurtz looking to the inside of Cameron Hamilton, and Cameron going to try to get it wound up. But here, Andy Kurtz, look at him go. And Andy going to clear. Oh, I don't know if he cut. I don't know if. Oh, yeah, he did. He was able to clear it, as the camera angles are just giving me fits. Andy Kurtz, though, coming to the white flag. Cameron Hamilton up top, trying to get a run here. Andy Kurtz, though, not close enough, as Jim Caudill takes the white flag. Lord of mercy, I'm getting drunk with all the camera angle changes that are going on. But coming off of turn 4, Jim Caudill going to take the victory tonight at Chicagoland. Yeah, definitely head and shoulders above everybody else, and takes the win. Survived the late green-white checkered. Was able to fend off a hard-charging Andy Kurtz there on that restart, and able to get the win. Andy Kurtz comes home in second. Cameron Hamilton in third. But a pretty good race there all around. Daniel Pope comes up, gives his teammate a little bump as they go down into pit road. Eric Tracy comes in there at the end with a good shot as well. Well, all right, well, let's go through the results as Caudill's celebrating, and we'll see where everybody ended up. The top 3, Michael Kostick in 4th, Jonathan Cofield in 5th, Daniel Pope in 6th, Michael Nash in 7th, Brandon Wallace in 8th, Eric Tracy 9th, Travis Beaver in 10th, Steve McDonald in 11th, Matt Clemon in 12th, Kyle Martinson 13th, 14th, Brandon Pollock 15th, Josh Oswald 16th, Tyler Rice 17th, Kieran Church 18th, Cody Bain 19th, Rick Rube 20th, Jason Lottridge 21st, Mickey Isaac 22nd, Chuck Feltz 23rd, Brett Bieber 24th, Christopher Reese 25th, Matt Knights 26th, David Jones 27th, Alex Veith 28th, Philip Monzo. Well, let's go ahead and give some awards out. Gosh, I don't know. I feel like I got to give the No Neck Fast Repair Hard Luck Award winner to Brett Bieber, who I thought was having a great race. was going to get up into the top 10 and got taken out early and just never was able to recover. Ended up in 23rd, so definitely disappointing after winning in the Grand National race, but he is the No Neck Fastest Bear Hard Luck Award winner. The best paint of the night, that's a hard one to pick. I don't know. I got to give it to Kieran Church. I don't know if I've already given him the paint of the night, but I just like that. It's the one I remember the most. So that's your Jeff By Jr. Art best paint of the night. So congratulations to Kieran Church. Hard Charger Award winner. There's a lot that had made up a lot of positions, but Brandon Pollock is going to be your highest finishing Hard Charger, so he will win the Dark Horse Motorsports Hard Charger Award. Ugh. Got a lot of awards to give out. Well, all right, well, let's talk to our top 3 finishers, see what they thought about the race. We'll start with our winner, Jim Caudill Jr. This is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. Got you.
Well, your race, funny enough, pretty event-free. Able to kind of hang around the front. You kind of gave up some track position when guys took 4 tires, but I felt like your call was the right call to make. Did you get nervous at all whenever they took tires on that one pit stop and kind of put you back into 5th or 6th, or did you feel pretty confident about that call?
I felt okay about it. I was pretty confident, especially if we went green, that it would kind of cycle back out in our favor. But if we would have went another, of course they were down to 1 set, so that really kind of that pinned them in on their strategy, pretty good. But for track position purposes, I kind of understood what they was doing, but I still felt like having only 1 set for 85 laps was going to be tough on them.
Yeah, and it definitely seemed to work out that way. Everything seemed to kind of play out just like you needed it to, except for that last caution. Tell me what thoughts were going through your head when you look up and see the yellow flag.
Yeah, I kind of actually seen it out in front of me. But I told Cam when I came out of the pits that last time, I was lucky enough to have a bit of a gap. So I really tried to make sure that I had something left in case something like that happened. So I pretty much just used up most of the gap that I had, trying to really baby the tires and make sure I had something, for anything that was to happen like that. So I felt like I was in a good spot. Of course, you get the late race restarts, anything can happen, but luckily I was able to hang on to it.
Well, hang on to it. You did, and so congratulations, Jim, on your 2nd win of the season. You got one at that amazing 4-wide finish. So you made it exciting at Daytona. A little less exciting here at Chicagoland, as you definitely seem to be the better car tonight. Just kind of head and shoulders above other folks as you were able to get the win. So congratulations, as always. Who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout-outs?
Yeah, first I want to thank everybody that puts this still on. I've really enjoyed running these races over here. Brandon and all the sponsors of the series, so I appreciate that. And then thank Cam for painting the car up and helping me out, and also Daniel and those guys over at SPM for helping us out too. I always enjoy running with those guys, and everybody for watching. So this is a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again.
All right, well, 2 wins on the season. That's got to feel pretty good. You're going to make it 3 next week?
Well, that's the plan, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, man. Congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, let's talk to our 2nd place finisher, Andy Kurtz. Well, Andy, not wanting to let his teammates get the interviews without him tonight, decides to come and finish in 2nd here in the Arca series. Andy, you got me?
What's up, man? I got you.
Well, congratulations on the 2nd place finish. That restart, very, very exciting. Just needed a little bit more to maybe get Jim, but still a very exciting finish. Talk about your race, man. How'd it go for you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I couldn't be the dead weight on the team tonight, so I had to perform after seeing Brett get his awesome win. Yeah, Yeah, man, Jim was really fast. I was not expecting much there at the end. I had to pit a little bit sooner than everyone, just try to leapfrog as many guys as I could. I kind of fell off and just got behind with after that first pit stop with some guys pitting and some guys not pitting. So I was letting the guys on new tires go by, and I just kind of lost track of kind of where we were. So playing catch up there, and I was content with. I think I was running around fifth place before that caution came out, and about 2 laps to go, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna lose a lot of spots here being on some older tires. But yeah, just got a good start, and luckily, I don't know, it's got the tires cool down or whatever. Just 2 laps to go, so I was able to push pretty hard. But yeah, didn't have anything for Jim, but definitely happy with second.
Yeah, I mean, you made it exciting. You were running that top line pretty exclusively. Did you feel like it hurt you on the long run? How did it feel just overall running that top side like you were doing?
Yeah, probably did. That first run, we were having a lot of fun. I was not saving a single thing. So, um, yeah, running the high line, running bottom everywhere. So, didn't really know though what the car would feel like on the long run. So, kind of doing whatever. But yeah, I noticed a lot of guys weren't really running the top. So, especially like I was watching Jim, and I knew he's probably gonna win the race. Um, Figured that out early on, and then he was running the bottom the whole run pretty much. So I knew I couldn't really do that, so I probably didn't have anything for him. But um, sometimes it's just more fun running the top.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It definitely looked fun. Well, congratulations, Andy, second place. Like I said, each and every week, if you're getting an interview in this series, it is a really impressive feat, and you were able to get one tonight. So congratulations on second place. As always, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs?
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, these guys are really good in here. Yeah, I want to thank you for your great broadcasts. Really been enjoying you doing. Miss racing with you, but enjoying watching all your broadcasts for all these series here. Want to thank Bubba, Bubba's bald tire outlet and his crazy lack of tire sets in these races, making it real interesting for us. Jeff By Jr., Art, Kinder Farm and Ranch, Flexible Freight Solutions, Dark Horse Motorsports, Nodex, Fast Repair, and Chuck Pegleg Felts for putting this on for everyone.
Well, there you have it. Second place finisher Andy Kurtz with a great run tonight. And then now we talk to Cameron Hamilton, who comes home in third place. Cameron, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, a fantastic race out of you. Up 7 spots. You started 10th, and you're able to work your way up to third. What were you dealing with the most? Trying to get yourself up through the field with all the different tire strategies and stuff. What were you struggling with the most, and what maybe did you need to try to get up there and battle your teammate for the win?
I struggling with short run speed mostly. I don't have I don't have it in me to run what they were running on the short run. Jim and Cofield and Michael and Andy, they were all like really really fast on the short run. About 20-25 in, I could start to pull them back in a little bit, but by that time the damage had already been done. Just tried to be patient, and we'll take a third.
Yeah, well, I've got my eye on you, brother. As somebody I think is going to start contending for wins a little bit more often. You're just right there, but you definitely have the speed. What do you think it's going to take in this Arca series? I mean, this is. I mean, honestly, we was talking about at the beginning of the race. You could take the top 10 from the beginning of the race, and maybe all of those are winners in this in this league. So, what's it going to take to get over that hump and get that first win of the season?
A lot of learning, I think. I'm still trying to learn the car a little. These guys are really in tune with it, and they're really really good, especially on green flag pit stops. I haven't done green flag pit stops in a long long time like this. I think we had 2 tonight. It
Mhm.
was that was a challenge trying to get on and off pit road. There's a lot of time to be made there. Trying to extract every bit of speed from that. But I think, yeah, just learning on what these guys are doing and trying to adapt as the races go and different lines and figuring out where I'm missing it at. I'm definitely missing it. I can't keep up with a lot of these guys in here. The Jim and Cofield and Daniel and Michael. I think Daniel had some bad luck tonight with a shifter. Andy, Kyle was good tonight. Kyle Martinson. Um, great group of guys in here with a lot of speed.
Yeah. Well, if you're missing it and finishing third, the whole field probably feels really terrible about that. So, congratulations on third place, though, man. Fantastic run. You're sitting in fourth in the points coming into this race. Should get you to the third place in points. So, I gotta feel like you're maybe trying to be a little bit too humble here because I think you're right there, and I think you got these figured out. I think you're faster than you're leading on, man. I've seen you do some really good stuff. So you've been racing really well. You seem to be really respectful out there and taking care of other folks, and we definitely appreciate that type of racing. And then you come home and finish third. Very, very good. Give yourself some credit, man, because I think you deserve it. As you get down towards we're getting to the middle maybe part of the season, when do you start thinking about points? When do you start thinking about playoffs? Does that ever enter your mind?
It hasn't yet, but I'm sure it will be soon, especially if I can't get a win or have some bad luck like I had last week. I got into 2 different accidents last week. That was just really bad luck and hard racing. Try not to have any more of those, but just actually probably pretty soon points race. I'm not sure how many races we've got left until playoffs, but
Well, you're already starting off pretty good. I think, like I said, I think you're either tied for third or right at third already. So having a great season to start with. As always, who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs?
want to thank all the guys at Jim and Tyler Breeden, Joe King, everybody at SPM, Daniel, and you guys for putting on the broadcast. You do a really good job, Eddie. It's really fun to go back and watch them. The production is top notch, and Rebels for this league it's really really good. It's been an enjoyable experience.
Well, definitely appreciate that. Go celebrate, man, with your teammate, and we'll be talking to you next week, I'm sure.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
There you have it. Third place, Cameron Hamilton, and got a little update on the points. Was trying to ask some more questions just to make sure the points updated. Daniel Pope now still sitting at the top of the point standings. Cofield not able to gain that much ground after he finished fifth. Daniel Pope at 199 points. Cofield 184 with those 2 wins. He's locked in. Cameron Hamilton does take over the third position at 173 points. He's got an average finish of 10th, so he's having a good season, better than he's at leading on. Kieran Church drops to fourth, and Jim Caudill Jr. makes an appearance in the top 5 with those 2 wins at 164 points, just 3 points behind Kieran Church. So it is getting tight up here in the points. If you're not headed that way and you're headed down, you better find something quick because it is getting more and more competitive at the top of these standings. But another great race, man. A lot of fun. I want to thank Flexible Freight Solutions for sponsoring the post-race show. Of course, all the sponsors, Jeff by Junior Art, Dark Horse Motorsports, Chuck Pegleg Felts, No Neck Fast Repair, and Flexible Freight Solutions, along with Kinder Farm and Ranch for the Wreckage Rewind. We only got to see them twice, but definitely appreciate them. Big shout out to the whole Kinder family, Kinder organization with Ratchet and all that. Big supporters. They support Kinder, but I tell you what, been some big supporters of me, so I want to shout them out. They don't get enough TV time, so Kinder Farm and Ranch, definitely appreciate them. But man, what a great race! Thank y'all for watching. Going into the next few races, playoffs are going to be here before we know it, and so excited to see how this is all going to play out. We got some folks with wins. Eric Tracy sitting in 10th place on the points. He's locked in, but we got a lot of folks that are going to be fighting to get into these playoffs. It's going to be tough. I think the cutoff for the playoffs is going to surprise some people who doesn't make it in this series, just how dang competitive it is. So just a lot of fun. Really appreciate everybody that watches and all the sponsors and Brandon Wallace for putting this on and doing such a good job of keeping it going in the right direction. But y'all have a good night. And heck, we'll see you next week.